And my uncle was, I put my clothes, and we have house help those time. My father is a poultry farmer, so those boys that poultry feed with that big, that be shoulder like this, they'll carry my leg this way, they'll carry my hand this way. I will suspend. They'll carry the stick, the cane that will flog me. I'll be doing my bum like, and give me one. This is the rice. This is the right. So all the time, the price you pay to get the price you want. What the price you want? Peace, abundance, prosperity. Some of the things, the price you pay is going to be big. If you pay small price, you get small price. You get big price, you get big price. If you attempt to get big price with small price, it will not work. It will not work. That means the journey of greatness demands that you pay big price to get a big price for yourself. So the thing is this: leave Mr. Right alone. Let me give another one because today we must conclude this class. Because tomorrow something very important is cooking. If you agree with me, shall I? How can I take 3 days to do this thing? It's not too good. So let's find a way to run it up. What is okay? Stop having answers. You are afraid to question. Stop having answers. Stop having answers. Comma, you are afraid to question. You are afraid to questions. To question. So a lot of us have answers we don't question. Okay, they say in our family, this is how they normally do marriage. This is how they do burial. This is how people don't succeed. This is how. So can't you question, say, what happened? When did they make decision? Why did they make decision? Question things. They say, God came to die. Where did he die? Can you show me the scripture? They say he came to pay for your sin. Why did he pay for my sin? Ask question. Stop having answers that you're afraid to question. A lot of us are held to speak to say, go to school, get certificate, get a good job. Who made the law? Why did that thing come? When did it start? Was it from the beginning, or it was the invention of the industrial age that school? Was this school that they have a structure school, physical school in the Abraham stage, Moses? What happened? Ask question. Stop having answers you're afraid to question. The guy just came and say, I love you. Why do you love me? What? Let him define. I love you. Why do you want to do this business? Let him talk about it. Why do you want to go into this? Why are you passionate about it? Why are you doing what you are doing? Question things. See, the more questions you ask, the more clarity you become in this approach into things. I want to be an enterprise, I want to be an organization. Why do you want to be an organization? Why do you want to go into poultry farm, fish farm, as an entrepreneur? Why do you want to go into production of liquid soap, air freshener? Why do you want to go into production of cement, rod? Why do you want to do what? Ask questions. Ask questions. Ask questions. Some of us are afraid to ask questions. In fact, anytime somebody tries to ask questions, you get angry. No, don't be angry. You are not open-minded. You are an open-minded person. You should be able to discuss. After all, don't be static. God, life is not life is dynamic. They're not dynamic. Dynamic. When you want to become static is a problem. The only thing you become static is not a problem is in your service to God. But apart from that, just know that every other thing can be flexible. Because this life we live, we are innovating. What is happening in 1990s is not happening to those days. We don't used to use smartphones. Today, they're all using smartphones. When I was growing up, we used to go to Nitel, Ajari, to make calls. We have 9 posts. Today, emails. If we are talking on real time now, people are watching from UK, US. Real time. Turn on real time. So technology has advanced. Things have changed. Now you know one change. So stop being afraid to question things. And you are holding on to the answer you cannot question. Okay, this industry is a 7 skill. Why? Who said the 7 skill? Why the 7 skill? Must I learn it? Because some of us, you want to embark on a profession, they don't want to question. But there's no profession in life. When I mean profession, university profession, you see that you will not read book. You want to be a doctor, you must read book. A lawyer, you must read book. Accountant, you must read book. Engineer, electrical, mechanical, civil, name them, you must read book. None of us pass through those schools without not reading book. And maybe 1, maybe 2, because each semester has its own courses. Some 7, some 8, some 9. And each of them have textbooks, some with workbooks, some with practical books, some with other books. Yes or yes? Yes. They want to come and do business of money. They don't want to read book. Answer me now. You read books for everything, no? When it comes to the subject of money and wealth, you don't want to read book. You want miracles to happen to you. What must be, must be. Appreciation. So you read book for other things. When it comes to the subject of money, investment, strategy, you don't want to read book. Now you want me to lay hands on you and let same miracle happen. But when you want to become a doctor, you didn't go to pastor to lay hands on you to become a doctor. If you lay hands on you and you go to theater, say my pastor lay hands on me last night. Today I can do surgery. You enter theater, they will think you are mad. Yes or yes? Yes. Even the patient that you want to treat will carry his cups and the body, the loved one, and run away. So why is it that when it comes to money, investment, strategy, business, you don't want to read book? And when you're patient, you are patient for 4 years. You are not talking about making money. When we're going to, you're not about making money. You're patient to go to lectures, write exams, write quiz, do all those things. You're patient. But when it comes to subject of money, impatience sets in because something from village they pursue you. I'm very, very sure. Nobody wants village will after your life. Sit down and study, say no. And our own is even good because as you're learning, you're earning money. You know, learn and earn. So the thing is this, stop holding on to answers. So stop holding on to answers you cannot question. So, and I don't like to say this, but I have to say it. I've never said it before, sir. I've not said it before. I don't think I've said it, but I just discovered myself. But I'm saying it for today so I can question some things. You know, our brothers, our sisters, my aunties are worship with JW. So this JW, they always come. I go to their house, we follow them to Kingdom Hall and all of that. So one of the days they're talking to me, I asked them one question. They said that the God's name is Jehovah. I said, okay, before 1960, because 1619, that was when they invented the letter J. So before they invented the letter J, what was the name of God? They could not answer. He said it's Jehovah, and I agree with you, it's Jehovah. But before 1619, that's when they invented letter J. So before they invented letter J, what was the name of God? They could not answer. So if you cannot answer that question, that means you are holding on to some beliefs that you don't want us to question. But you're questioning every other person. You don't want us to question the letter J because you say, God's name is not Jesus. Jesus is the Son of God. It's not God. I say, okay, no wala. Now that letter J we call Jehovah. Before 1619, that's when they invented the letter J. Before that time, what was the name of God? They could not answer. The real name of God is Yeshua. What else is called? Yeshua. This was the real name. So, but they don't want to agree. Sometimes I've not seen it before. I'm not seeing it for the first time. Because I've been holding on to myself, but sometimes I have to share custom muscle for you. So you can question things. No question. Because it's a questioning that made me discover this Yeshua. Question by Concorder, by Greek, by Hebrew. Begin to read about it. I'm going to get Hebrew, get English translation, study about something. Because sometimes you have to know. Because it's even bad that you don't know. Because if you don't know, people say that knowledge makes. I always say that knowledge makes you unfit for slavery. My people pay for lack of knowledge. So if you don't know, you're deceiving. Ask question. So Yeshua was a name which means Jehovah is salvation. So that is just Yeshua is the name of God, which means Jehovah is what? Salvation. So before 1619, the name was Yeshua. At 1619, they invented it at J, and that was when Jehovah was started using. And then all of the story. That's not the call for today. I'll just give you one of the things I question out of curiosity. Curiosity kills the cat, not human being. Tell me about curiosity. Kills the cat, not human being. So don't just be married to ideology. Right now, you're not right. Don't just be married to ideology. Right there. Don't be married to ideology. Be open-minded to have a conversation with 50-50% mindset. Don't be married to your ideology. Be open-minded to have a discussion with 50-50% result or 50% or result opportunity. That means I can be 50% right, I can be 50% right, doesn't matter. Want to discuss about it. So don't be married to your ideology, be open-minded to have a conversation of 50/50% what I say answer or opportunity is the answer. 50% answer. Don't just be married to your ideology. Be open-minded to have a conversation with 50% answer. That's a good one. So anytime I have a discussion with people, I don't like people that cannot logically think. Instead of thinking to have a conversation, you're angry. No, don't get angry. That I don't argue. Argument doesn't work because if I win, I've hurt your feelings. If you win, you hurt my feelings. So if you win, you lose. If you lose, you lose. So no need. You're not having a conversation so that we can find a subject matter. We can question things because the more you question things, the more you reduce the options of your many answers. So maybe one or two, you can discuss more. Like the subject of money, I finally understand that money is not paper. Money is not something you pursue. Money is something you attract based on who you become. Money is a slave of value. The value in the marketplace, either product or services that you bring, determine how much you attract yourself. And there's abundance of this value. Only you need to grow. Grow. And don't jump up. So you must be able to have, I could be right and you could be right, but the most important thing in the conversation is that we want to make sure our ideology empowers us. So don't be married to your ideology. Refuse to question things that you believe that may be true, because what was true before now may not be true today again. It was true some time ago that the only means of communication is letter. I write to you in Lagos, you receive it, send it to me, or I go to Nitel to make the call. But as times has gone, now that is not the only means now. Agree with me? Yes or yes? I have other means, email, WhatsApp, everything, YouTube, Facebook. I have a lot of means right now. It was true at some point that the light cannot be on the bulb. But it's true today that light is on the bulb. Yes or yes?
Yes.
People that held on to that truth and said, I told you, that it's not truth, it's true. Tell not true. Because not all true are truth, but all truth are true. Yes or yes?
Yes.
Not all true are truth, but truth. But all truth are what? True. So it is true that nobody can walk on water, but it's truth that Christ walked on water. It is true. Fire will eat burn Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, but it's truth. Fire did not burn them. It is true. Lion will eat Daniel, but it's truth. Lion did not eat Daniel. So they think that most of the things that you say as true, that are facts, will actually change with time. Yes or yes?
Yes.
So it is true that you cannot make 1 million naira before now, but it's truth that you can make 1 million naira after now. Yes or yes?
Yes.
In a month, in a day. So the thing is this: question everything. That's what I'm trying to say. And there's a guy called Joe Merelius says that I would rather have questions I cannot answer than have answers I cannot question. Let me write the guy's name for you so you can write that in down. Joe Merelius. I don't know how to pronounce this. Merelius. So he says that I would rather have questions. I rather have questions I cannot answer than have answers I cannot question. I have questions I cannot answer. There's no answer. I have questions. So every time I meet a rich man, I will ask them this question. Wealthy men, successful men, people that live a life of peace and abundance, I will ask questions. I rather have those questions than there's no answer than to have answers I cannot question. So having answers you cannot question hold people back. You are holding to so many things saying we are not good for anything. You know, we are poor masses. You just accepted it. Why are you not questioning? Why don't you say, why are we poor? Why are we broke? I told you. Daniel by books understood that the children of Israel should be out of captivity 400 and something years ago. So what if you never study? What if you never question? Why are we in slavery? Why are we poor for a long time? This family is not supposed to be like this. This family, we should need to be in top of the 1% of every government officials in every society in Nigeria, in the whole world. Why are we still struggling for ages? So it was question that made him curious to learn. Bible says he has spirit of excellence because he learned. When a man learns, his spirit is excellent. Tell me excellent.
Excellent.
If you don't learn, then we go know that one. No one use my mouth talking. Maybe use your mouth talking for yourself. So the thing is this: you what that held men back is having answers you cannot question. That man says, I rather have question I cannot answer than have answers I cannot question. If written that one down, shall I? Okay, the last one for today. Since I have to end this class today, so tomorrow. Then or tomorrow. I have something very important for us. So the spelling name Joe Mary R-O. This is R-O-L-I-O. Merolio. Something like that. He says, I rather have questions I cannot answer. That because when you have questions I can answer, anybody you see always has a question. You see your pastor has a question. You see your bishop has a question. Me, I have questions too. I cannot answer. Anytime I see I ask question, I always ask question. Why is this thing like this? Why is white white? Why is black black? Who invented the color black? How did they come to the color black? Why did God create us? What was his purpose? What is my purpose on earth? Why did I even come here? What am I assignment here? What am I calling? What am I supposed to do in the land of the living? What am I supposed to do? These questions bother me and it keeps me going. Why do I need resources? Why do I have to become useful? Why do I have to become relevant? Why do I have to become famous? Why do I have money work for me? This question, must I have to work for this thing called money? Must I have to trade my time for money? Or what do I need to do to make sure? How do I create system? How do I create structures? How do I pay myself first? How do I help other people? How do I become useful and impactful to other people? How do I contribute to make the world a better place? How do I be part of this God's divine mandate for humanity? So these questions helps you as an entrepreneur. Tell your neighbor, questions open the heart. Statement closes the heart. And that's what I'm not good for nothing. I'm good for nothing. I don't have money. How can you make those kind of statements? You know, they don't want to think. That's the problem. Because questions makes you to think. Why are things happening the way it's happening? Because this is what I'm going to ask myself now. I was born to meet my parents. You know, I'm struggling every time to pay our school fee, struggling every time to say, help meet up needs. It was a big problem. Problem is that my mom was a salary earner, primary school teacher. My father was just a traditional businessman trying to make up his need made. So each time my mother's salary comes, all of us know. There was a time that 4 of us were in university at the same time. 4. My elder sister, University of Nigeria, Suka. Me, of course, Enugu. My younger brother, Esut, Enugu. My younger sister, Enugu. So all of us were in university at the same time. 4 of us at one point. So and we know when mommy's salary is coming in. So before the salary comes, all of us will go to the house and wait. When the salary come, we collect. Anyway, we collect house rent, school fee, books. We collect. The money they finish virtually that day. They see the rest of the day. And me, I don't even try. That time they go collect money, go buy Timberland, big trouser. I go. My mother feel that she's smart sometimes. I'll collect Hannah 2 times sometimes. Don't do it. Oh. After when I become a father, I know now what it means. I go and confess to my mommy, Mommy, please forgive me. I collected Hannah 2 times. I don't chop them, I don't chop already. So all these small voices. my mama is sharp. So I can't say we sharp very well. See, my mama doing anything. You know, saying that we see, we'll leave that story, we'll continue. Then I'll continue. So the thing is this. Question things. If you question, I will not get answer today. Leave them tomorrow, we'll go study more. Then I'll study more. The last one, but not today. Okay, write it down. Okay, let me write it down. Being interested in proving. A lot of people are holding back because they're being interested in proving what you know, improving what you know, rather than pondering on what you don't know, rather than pondering on what you don't know. What you don't know. So they want to prove to everybody on what they know rather than pondering on what they don't know. So they spend so much of their time, of course, to prove to the world that are Mr. and Mrs. Right, rather than pondering on what may be wrong. Many people get married to this ideology that everything they do, and always think that there's a book called Thank You for Arguing. We'll read that book very soon. And the coddling of the American mind. So don't be a generation of people who are afraid to question their answers. So stop thinking that you are too smart to start thinking that you're a student again. So I think we need to write from 1 or 2 things, but let me just have it right there. People being interested in proving what you know rather than pondering on what they don't know. They are being interested, they're just interested. So this thing holds people back. It's because the day you stop learning, you start dying. The day you stop growing, you start dying. So growth is constant. Growth is every day. That is why nobody's embodiment of knowledge. If knowledge is in part, so all learn in part. So this will help you to, instead of proving to you what you know, you can be pondering on what you don't know. If I write it down, you know, very important. Stop thinking you are too smart and start thinking and start thinking that you're a student again. That you're a student of life. Stop thinking that you're too smart. Stop thinking that you're too smart and start thinking you are a student of life. So the more you think as a student, the more you will learn. Because students learn. But if you think you are too smart, you will stop learning. Stop thinking that you are too smart and start thinking that you're a student of life. You're a student of life. So stop thinking that you're too smart and start thinking you're a student of life. So one of the things that hold people back is that they just think that nobody knows better than them. Instead of thinking, of course, that they should learn more. Because the moment you begin to learn more, you begin to understand that some of the information that we have are actually outdated. That is why I'm so much bothered about our university education. Because some of the things they teach us, we will not use it in the next, we cannot use it again. The knowledge, the curriculum they are using, I don't know who designed it. The person must have been wicked and I don't even understand the person. So some of the things they teach us in school, you can never use it again in today's world. That is that they're not even updated. Now we are moving everything to AI. You know, AI, artificial intelligence, but they're still teaching us those things that it doesn't even work. It doesn't work anymore because the technology that is happening right now, that is in school, we are too far back. In fact, our labs, our laboratories are outdated. That are not updated at all. We are still using boards. All this, it doesn't work again. The chalk, it cannot work. It no longer work because it is that before you finish, in fact, you are already 50 years back, in fact, 30 years back, 20 years back. And you cannot even meet up in life again. As you come out of school, have you not seen some of us have big dreams before we enter university? I want to become this, I want to become a pilot. But as you finish school, the dream no day again. In fact, they finished us. Like when I came out, I don't even know what I want to become again in life. I don't know again. I don't know anything again. What do I want to go and say? Whatever the Lord pleases. I'm depending on the Lord now. You need to see me in my final year. In fact, my born againism started in my final year. Because I was praying to God, God, give me direction. I don't even know where I'm going to. I'm leaving this campus now to life. Life is more confusing than I was so much afraid to face life because I don't even know when your parents have so much expectation on you that when you finish school, that you come and help in the burden of the family. You come and help settle some bills. At the same time, to school, you have to help your siblings. When those expectations are there, you are so afraid to fail because you are not permitted to fail. Yes or yes? Yes. In fact, you will not be forgiven if you fail. Somebody said yesterday, and it's true. Some says that he said that there are 3 graduates. That graduate that when you finish school, your father gives you a car, give you a house, give you a job, give you company. I have one friend like that. The father was owning a big company, and what shocked me was that he called me and said, after you service, my father told me that from this day onward, that he's going to be MD and the CEO of all the hotels. And of course, that from now inward, that the father driver will now be his own driver. So the call was that, how can this man drive my father since I was small? Now he's still the one driving me. That was the conversation that day. There are people like that I don't even know. They might want to drive the part that is speaking. They born poverty. They born. How you drive a part you can't drive picking? I don't understand. Are you not thinking? Poverty na your birthright. Can't even tell God, I beg, I'm not going to drive the picking. I don't even understand. That was the question. So the guy, I don't know. The guy finished school. The father gave him a company, give him a car, give him everything. That's the first graduate. The guy said yesterday, he said that second graduate are people that once you finish, they will buy yam, buy gold, they go to church, and they thank God that they have gotten a graduate. They tell you from this day onward, take care of yourself, we will take care of ourselves. That one's too good. That I want when they say, as they finish, they go buy yam, you go buy fowl. They will go church, now you go buy the fowl. They go give testimony and tell God that from today, that the whole family has supported you. That from now on, now you go support the rest one. Now they, say, now this graduate you be. So you know your category where you belong to. So I was in between the one they say, and they look at your siblings small. So imagine those expectations on you, and now you cannot even afford to fail. They fear where they hold you now. They say you never know where you want to start from. Now they begin to maybe say, the thing, but they fear the hold you because you cannot afford to say that they need 100,000. They cannot bring. You cannot even bring 10,000 now. That is not an excuse. It's not permitted. That is an error. Error. So that's the fear that was holding us. That's why I went to accept Christ. Now, when I was in school, what I used to do is that I would give my life on Sunday, Monday when I collect them back. Now, that's what they do. Every Sunday, I was going to altar call. Did you know now? Almost every Sunday, I would go. When Pastor P say, "Want to accept Christ or personal loan," so I will carry my hand off. They will give all those people small biscuit and bread. That time it's campus now. So when you accept Christ, they'll give you biscuit and bread. So we have the biscuit and bread to mineral. So we chop, and next Sunday, want to accept Christ, we'll come out again. Next Sunday again. If I one day they hold me, he say, "Why is it that you're doing that?" I say, "Is it your life? It's not my life. It's my life." You have to give every Sunday. How is it your problem? It's not your problem now. I want to give my life to Christ every Sunday. If I want to give him every Sunday, you know your life now. Leave me now. Now go chop this kid and bread. See, my brother, poverty is bad though. Poor man putting our food all the time. I food all the time. I go with the altar call. I go to give on Sunday, collect them on Monday. We do am. So we come graduate from school. So now one finish, one go use service now. Fear don't catch us now. So we don't know. Go carry the life, go give God. Say, God, come and carry him. Because now I'm confused. I don't know what to do with the life anymore. So that is how we find ourselves. So, but God accepts our life anyway because our stubbornness, God not supposed to allow us to see heaven himself. Our stubbornness is too much. God shows mercy, he can't die for us. Now I like God can't die for sinners. Die for righteous people. Because I'm not considered to enter heaven. They will hold me down. Small thing we do for school in those days, Maybe now we say go dey pikin make stay, go stay. No, that time we dey play full our brain. Nothing concern us. Play, turn up, play. And so we dey play. And I mean we cause wahala pass for department. When they come, the lecturer will say, you look so innocent, shit this way, you're not the one. Now me cause the wahala. Now me don't come out. They will flog everybody. So I know it's not for front seat, to back seat, no back seat. You dey back seat, they make noise all the time. No noise makers. Anyway, may you never have children that are stubborn like us. Sometimes it can make you run mad. If you don't call my father for school, for saying you can't carry him picking, so I don't wound person, I don't break person head. My father came to school, now they run the whole school, they pursue me. They pursue me. I run the whole school, do tata you, can everybody run the whole school, everybody pursue me. Before they catch me, I don't make sure they don't sweat well. They catch me, sha, but they sweat. I suffer them. I collect meetings that day. You know, they have to be picking, they do shoulder like this. They know they don't like it. Anyway, what I'm trying to say to that, don't sabotage yourself. Don't hold yourself back by thinking that if you stop being curious, that you fail you. Stop thinking that university business being smart is not. Stop. Not everyone. Use your logic on yourself. It will help you more. And people buy more of feelings and emotion, not logic. So appeal to their feelings, appeal to their emotions. Focus on peace. Focus on love rather. Right, leave Mr. Right, and so on. So that's the best we can take today. So tomorrow, I have something for entrepreneurs, businessmen, and investors tomorrow. Say not tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay, so that's the best we can take to the online community. Don't get involved in a business without a mentor. You know why? Mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. He that stands on the shoulder of mentors will see her. See you tomorrow. See you at the top. Have a wonderful day. Shalom. That's the best we can take today. Bye bye for now. So.